Honestly, this one's a little unfair. This is going to hurt a few people. Ausar Thompson didn't make the 2023 All-Summer League first or second team. Boo to us as fans. Did not realize they gave rings for the championship. That's kind of crazy in itself, but shout out to Monty Bates winning one of those. First team was Keontae George, Sam Merrill, Orlando Robinson, Hunter Tyson, and Cam Whitmore. Now, let's just talk about the first team. Could you see Ausar Thompson replacing any of those five guys, or did all five of those guys have a better summer league than Ausar Thompson?
If you're talking about points per game production, yes.
Yeah.
Cam Whitmore, he was the MVP of summer league.
Yeah, he looked great.
Had a great showing out. Keontae George, who both of us were very high on going into the draft, absolutely balled out for Utah. Same with Orlando Robinson. I think he had a couple 30-point games as well. So the first team I wasn't really expecting. I think my biggest gripe with this whole list is he didn't even make second team.
Yeah, I'm looking at first team right now. Sam Merrill had a good game. Hunter Tyson, I saw a bunch of highlights of him. He looked great. But second team, you have Amani Bates, Max Christie, Javion Freeman Liberty, Xavier Moon, Jabari Smith Jr., and then Jalen Wilson. Jabari Smith Jr., he played, 2 games, and he had a 38-point game, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, he led summer league in scoring. So
okay.
I feel like you kind of have to put him on there because he led the summer league in points per game because he just went absolutely nuts in the first 2 games.
Yeah, and then Amani Bates, he might be the one guy because I saw Max Christie. Max Christie looked great. He looked like he's going to get big minutes. Not big minutes, but he's going to be a part of the rotation in Los Angeles for the Lakers. I don't know much about Xavier Moon or Jalen Wilson or Javion Freeman Liberty because other than a couple of highlights, I didn't see much from them. So I just have to trust that the voters of Summer League got it right. But Amani Bates, I did see that. I think everybody that's made these summer teams, I don't want to discredit any of them. I think they're all there for a reason. But I thought if anybody could have been replaced, it was Amani Bates. Other than the shooting, and he had a couple good shooting games, but he had a couple of all right, they were just kind of average even for summer league games. A couple points where they were just in the teens. I felt like he was the guy Ausar Thompson should have been on the second team over. What about you, though?
Yeah, I don't even if you wanted to put a player on Cleveland for the second team, it's not Amani Bates. It's Isaiah Mobley. When I was watching, because I watched a lot of summer leagues, and I did want to keep an eye on Amani Bates. Yeah, just to see how he did. And Isaiah Mobley, for me, just jumped off the screen. I felt like he had a really great summer league, and he's a big reason why they won this summer league championship. I feel like Ausar, he had a great summer league. The Pistons didn't make the playoffs, but they were still 4-1. They were one of the teams that had 4 wins. That was only my gripe. There was even a stat that when players were guarded by Ausar Thompson, they only shot 21% from the field. He was just locking people down. I know it's, all summer league team, and we shouldn't be getting upset over it, but to me, I felt like he was one of the better players in summer league, and I felt like at least the second team consideration for me personally would have been good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep over this at all, but the way most of, and not even just Detroit Pistons fans, I felt like most of the basketball or NBA Twitter community, the way they were talking about Ausar, everybody was impressed by what he could do. Defensively, his playmaking, his athleticism was just, it was eye-popping. It just came out, it was crazy. Some of the moves, some of the dunks he had. I mean, that putback, the lob he caught from Marcus Sasser, 2 highlights that are probably always going to be showed for the rest of his career. They were huge plays. And the defense really stood out. I already mentioned that. So I felt like just the way all of NBA Twitter was talking about him, he made noise. And it wasn't like, in years past of Summer League where, it was critical. It was just everybody was really impressed. And I thought that was okay, cool. He's getting his respect. I feel like he was the first Piston. And maybe that's more important. It felt like he was the first Piston that got respect during Summer League and not criticism.
Well, not only that, he stuffed the stat sheet.
He did.
Between his steals and his blocks, I mean, he was up there. Obviously, the scoring wasn't there. He wasn't, dropping 30 points a game, but the defense and just the stat sheet. Like if you're a box score watcher and you're looking at his games and he's getting 10 plus rebounds, I mean, that's impressive to me. But I'm not really gonna. To your point, I'm not going to lose sleep over Ausar not making all summer league first team or second team. I just thought, me personally, taking my Detroit Pistons, fan hat off, I felt like he was one of the better players in summer league, in my opinion, at least.
So do you think this is foreshadowing anything for the season? Do you think the voters get it right when it really matters?
I mean, are you campaigning for him right now, July 23rd, for Rookie of the Year? I'm like, all right, man. You're going to put that out there.
I just want to see him on an all-rookie team. That's it. That's all. I hope he makes enough noise where he makes an all-rookie team, and I hope this is no indication of what is to come.
I mean, I told you last year or this past season, you're like, oh, Jalen Duren and Jaden Ivey are going to make first team. I was like, dude, watch him make second team. And it happened.
I thought Ivey would make first team for sure. Duren, Walker Kessler ended up just coming on so strong towards the second half of the season, which is crazy because we all know, if you're a rookie and you have a great second half, well, at least if you're a Detroit rookie, you can have a great second half. It doesn't mean shit. But if you're a player in Utah, it means the absolute world. But hey, we got guys on the all-second team. That's cool. The Pistons